Hello, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. Yes, today we have seen quite a bit of activity with regards to Bitcoin and really all of the cryptocurrencies, at least here that are being tracked on Coinbase. And well, what does that mean? And I'm not writing the obituary for cryptocurrencies by any stretch or of the imagination. But it is quite fascinating to see this quite a big drop, and it is due to what appears to be uh, regulatory developments in China. The digital currency's price had fallen to as little as $3,434, and that was at the time of the report, according to CoinDesk. This represented a more than 30% decline from an all-time high of more than $5,000, and I didn't realize it had gone up that much. And the lowest price since August 11th. And let's see here. And of course, the editor's note is saying investing in crypto coins or tokens is highly speculative, and the market is largely unregulated. Anyone considering it should be prepared to lose their entire investment. And really, that's the point of this video. And but continuing on here, it talks about how Bitcoin has been encountering some weaknesses lately, suffering notable declines as the Chinese government has cracked down on cryptocurrencies. The nation's government banned initial coin offerings earlier this month, and rumors have circulated that the next step may be shutting down all cryptocurrency exchanges. This will not be the first time the Asian nation has taken such action, as it has shut down the marketplaces both in 2013 and also earlier this year. So it's quite an interesting development, and it's quite a pretty big drop here, and we can see how it's been moving along here over the past couple of days. And we did see here on August 22nd that it did go below 3,000, but this is a pretty substantial drop here. And we can see that the activity for the day that is down pretty substantially, with a low today at around 32.61, with attempts to recover. And I think a lot of that recovery is due to people seeing that it's going down low and seeing it as a buying opportunity. And yes, it is a buying opportunity for sure, because you can see here that since yesterday it's down $568. So it's a good buying opportunity, as some may well agree. And I agree, too, that it's a good buying opportunity. At least it is from before. But the problem with it, and this is it, is it is speculative. And that's where I think how that's different than the precious metals. Precious metals are not speculative because they do have intrinsic value. And I think that is the clear defining notion that makes them different than any investment out there. And so it's just it's quite fascinating, when gold and silver go low and drop this much, 15 or some odd percent, it's big news. But generally, and it's bad news for those who want to sell. But you know what? It's good news for the economy, because gold and silver are safe havens. And now gold and silver prices have, they're trending lower now within the past few days. But there's other good economic indicators. This event itself with the Chinese exchanges is as such that it directly affects the cryptocurrencies, and all of them, really. We see Litecoin is down 21% from yesterday. Ethereum is down 14%. If you go by the year, Litecoin is still up tremendously or Ethereum is up tremendously from last year. Well, of course, I guess it wasn't much of a thing back then, but I guess it was barely. But nonetheless, and Litecoin is up. But trending from the last week, they're down. And all of them are down, which means they're in trouble. And that's the thing. The history of cryptocurrencies, there isn't as much of one there. But I do think that if the cryptocurrencies themselves are not here to stay, the blockchain technology from which they were created is here to stay. And so that should mean something, good and bad, because there's talk that some governments may take advantage and start creating their own cryptocurrencies and or be involved in some of these others. And again, there's well over 800 to 900 cryptocurrencies. And I've mentioned this time and time again with regards to the cryptocurrencies, but Bitcoin very well could be the new MySpace, the MySpaceification of cryptocurrencies could occur, and who knows what would take over. You know, it's anybody's guess with that regard, but it is all speculative. These really are based off of pure faith in the technology and in the currencies themselves. You know, those are the two aspects. That's the meat of what makes cryptocurrencies what they are. The technology behind them and the units themselves, such as Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, or what have you. Those are the two factors. And when you take those into account and you work from that, then, you know, you can either make money or lose money. And the complexities of it are profound. Silver and gold are simple. They're metals. Now, yes, you can buy paper, silver and gold, but when the rubber meets the road, what it all boils down to is if you hold it in your hand as the precious metals that they are, silver or gold, you've got something of intrinsic value. And when you don't hold it or own it, you really don't until it's in your hands or in a secure location that you can get to freely. So there you go. And in the time that took me to record this video, we've seen Bitcoin go up a little bit. So hey, you know, there's hope. You know, who knows what will happen. It's quite fascinating and exciting in some ways and depressing in others. You know, people who have invested in this currency or in last week who bought a week ago have lost, you know, $1,311. If they bought a week ago, they lost that much money. But you only lose if you sell. And that's the thing I tell folks with precious metals. And you'll never lose the intrinsic value of those precious metals. So hang in there. Those of you who are into the cryptocurrencies, I'm certainly not condemning anyone or judging anyone for investing in these cryptocurrencies. People who have made money with them, amazing and incredible. And my hat's off to you, even though I don't really wear hats that often. In fact, I never wear hats. How's that? But still, my hat's off to you. And for those of you who especially have transferred your Bitcoin earnings into precious metals, well, if I had a bunch of hats, I'd take them all off to you. I'd salute you. I'd bow to you. It's amazing. Great job. That's the way to do it. If I had that entrepreneurial spirit and that risk, that sort of that propensity to take risk as such, well, I would have done the same thing for sure. But nonetheless, hang in there. That's where it is. Diversify. That's really what it's boiled down to. For those of you investing in the cryptocurrencies, and you see this as a shock and are quite disappointed and scared, well, be careful. This is a sign to be careful. Maybe take some of your earnings and put them in precious metals if you've not done that before. But post your thoughts below on this development here with the cryptocurrencies. And what do you think it's going to be? Do you think they're going to plunge further? Do you think they'll crash? Who knows? I wouldn't consider this a crash by any means, but what do you think is going to happen from here on out? It's anybody's guess. Post your thoughts in the comments section below. And I want to extend the multitude of gratitude to you all for watching and encourage you to please rate, comment, subscribe, and click on that bell for notifications of future Salivate Metal videos.